Have you ever made a promise you were unable to keep? Yes, you fully meant it when you said it, but when it came to the crunch, it proved just too hard. How often do we enter into our Christian faith with good intentions, only to have them shipwrecked on the rocks of reality, pounded by the storms of circumstance? Maybe we're not as rash and impulsive as Peter was in the days he spent as a disciple in the shadow of the human Jesus. At that time, Peter did not have the Holy Spirit. He functioned entirely on his own human strength, which so often failed him. But we too often try to function in our own strength, only to find it woefully inadequate. How must Peter have felt meeting the risen Jesus after such abject and willful failure? We too have our embarrassing moments when our failures stand up to challenge us. We cringe in the face of them and too often feel defeated and useless, just wanting to creep into the shadows and hide. Was Peter hiding away from his failure that day on the Sea of Galilee? Had he given up and turned his back on all Jesus had taught him? These must have been hard, bitter days when all seemed lost. But Jesus knew better. Jesus knew Peter's heart, loved him deeply, despite, or was it because of, his failure and shortcomings. Jesus is not going to leave things as they stand. See how he challenges Peter. Have you really given up on me, Peter? 3 times he asks, cancelling out Peter's 3 denials. Jesus knows exactly what had happened. Peter had overstepped the mark, overestimated his strength and abilities, and now the accuser has free rein on his heart and has Peter defeated and useless. Jesus, with one question and one instruction, repeated 3 times, each with a different inflection, chases away the dark shadows of shame and disgrace and gives Peter back his mojo and commissions him for the task he has for him. Is Peter perfect after this encounter? No. Is he perfect after receiving the Holy Spirit at Pentecost? No. But he is empowered. He is now an effective leader, a powerful speaker, able to be the person Jesus asks him to be. How about you and I? Do we ever feel disqualified, disgraced, useless? If you're anything like me, then the answer is yes, definitely. The accuser is there, always lurking in the shadows, waiting to pull us down and render us ineffective in the tasks Jesus has given each of us to do. Stop for a moment. See the gentle waves lap onto the Galilean beach. Hear the soft sound it makes on the gravel. What else can you hear? Are those footsteps approaching along the beach? Jesus comes to each of us in these moments, if you will let him. He comes to undo your mistakes and failures. He loves you. He knows you're not perfect. That doesn't matter to him. He wants you to have him back and walk with him and allow him to recommission you. You really can do the things Jesus wants you to. He gives you the strength and resources. You are not on your own in this. Look at what Jesus achieves in Peter. He can do that for all his followers, you included, if only you will let him.